Greetings everyone, here's Roderick again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play by email match against KilRoy. This is the new match on the new map version 27. Still scenario 1 with no modification, but the allies, Americans, have working torpedoes at the start of the war. My Japanese forces or presence let switch more bases in South Burma to the Japanese side, or the British still retreating, and there's no presence left in this bases, so flipping. A Dutch sub can intercept a light cargo ship. Well, I think these are all ships transporting resources from base to base. Normally, all resources locally going to Singapore, and from Singapore I will start the big convoys back to Japan. This is now a patrol boat finder ACM, so a mine tender. And in this case, maybe my patrol boat is a little stronger, but at the end, I think they are all too weak to sink each other. Sub-activity at Brisbane and more bombardment at Nomaya, but this is now only the Porter destroyer. So I think everything is out of ammunition, must return to Brisbane or Sydney. Rearm there. So 2 or 3 days maybe have rest before the next bombardment will start. Now I also sweep the mines in Surabaya, so to open this port. Here's this French destroyer, gets attacked, but no hit, and in return a hit on my submarine. Yeah. There is some ships in Nomaya port, so my carriers I think are now in range. And I get here information to hit some ships. Some British destroyer Express is here also. And Porter. Oops, oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay. So I sweep Nomaya to make sure that there's no fighter presence messing up with my navy strikes, but KilRoy maybe don't want to invest any air force there in Nomaya and then later lose a base and all this air force is destroyed on the ground. Especially if my carriers can make anytime airstrikes. It's a little risky. And this months of the war, I think the Americans also have a limitation in their equipment. This is now China bombardment. I try to finish off this space force in the jungles. Yeah, at least I get disabled by support guys. And here's also this one dying. Finally. And we have your P-40s and Dutch Buffaloes escorting here the British, Dutch twin-engine bombers. I intercept and maybe can kill 1 or 2 airplanes. Not what I really need. Second airstrike is even with 15 British Buffaloes. So there's still some air power left, but it's all now pushed back to Batavia. And now is my airstrike coming. This is now the Navy strike. So the Detroit is here. And I think they are out of fuel or low on fuel. So they have this smoking. And there's also the AP. So KilRoy maybe just unloaded here Navy forces. Yeah. Navy Army forces. And maybe I come too late to sink the APs, but at least in the future there are less APs left for KilRoy. Here's also the Surabaya. This is this pre-dreadnought design ship. Heavy guns but slow. Detroit can survive again. More APs, they're not really big, but they're APs. And so I have not enough deck arm. So, a clean hit. And torpedo hit but no explosion. Ah yeah, of course. Here is now hit with explosion. So Surabaya is normally dead. Detroit still evade everything trying to hit her. And Voyager also still lucky so far. This is now the final push. That's his AP I think. And Detroit is still too lucky or too skillful. Trenton on the other side is hit with penetration, critical damage, double hit, also penetration, more explosion under deck. My torpedoes all don't want hit. So 1 AP is now off the map. There's 1 more AP now burning. Three hits out of 4 dive bombers. Yeah, that is an overkill for Surabaya, but okay. So 1 AP is on the bottom already, a second is going down, a third is on heavy fire, so the APs are all hit, so it's okay. Missing the light cruisers, Trenton is maybe also heavily fire now. There was still some stuff on board, but this is all support equipment, so not the most important stuff. But well, there's still the other airstrike. And here's the Achilles. And it is nice to hit this cruiser and the Express. So Achilles get now, I think, the second hit already. For some reasons, the dive bombers they going for the cruiser and the torpedo bombers going for the destroyer. This is of course a different or the wrong direction. I would say torpedo bombers always for everything what is long, large, and dive bombers for the small. But if I have torpedo bombers can hit the destroyer, and Electra is dead. Achilles is on fire only. Leander is also on fire, but yeah, at least one destroyer is now also destroyed. And these are British destroyers, so they are already powerful with anti-submarine equipment. And these are maybe the second AP just then. So this was the morning airstrikes. Not sure if my carriers are ready to strike again in the afternoon, but at least I have some search airplanes going out. And with a little luck they can also create this kind of maybe hits. But with the name you see here is, I think, for war. I mean, Express just sunk, and still there's information that there is this ship on the map. But sometimes even your own ships have wrong names, they're thinking. So don't care so much what name you see. It's, I think, only the type of ship you can see. AP, DD, or whatever. Yeah, weather. No, my airstrikes all cannot find the location. Pity. This is a 52 strike aircraft missing the target. Oh, the Hudsons. Evil British Hudsons trying to attack my APs, but Japanese strong flag defeated this attack. Low level attack, 1000 feet. Out there. So, 52 are missing, but still 62 are coming. Achilles is burning, and my dive bombers trying their best to get the fire out of control. There's also this French destroyer. This damaged my submarine in the night early on. More hits, but this time no penetration, but the second bomb penetration, okay. And this is much more powerful, so torpedo hit will really cripple engines of this ship. And the destroyers, they have no way to withstand normally this kind of dive attacks. A lot of attention for this French destroyer. Okay, so at the end, the Achilles is maybe now doomed, and Tenedos maybe can still survive. I'm not more sure. So Express is still here. Or maybe I missed it up. Or there are two ships with the name Express. I don't know really. I thought it was destroyed and sunk into the morning. So destroyers are really hard to hit out of the air. So one of my subs just arrived at the base and have still some problem with flotation, but now Windhoek I think is no problem. Detroit is also here, maybe out of fuel, I'm not sure. Some bombardments, but this is I think not really too much, I must avoid. Good, unloading, more troops. And now we're in the land phase. I try to kick out the Chinese out of Aicheng. Maybe with a little luck. This is open terrain, but even if there's no fort level, defender is low on supplies, but it's still not really. I don't know, it's not a catastrophic. I lose here nearly nothing destroyed, but a lot of disabled. For the Chinese is more destroyed. Still, I'm not so sure. You can see that the ratio is too critical, not in my favor, let's say this. And maybe keep it with bombardment. Bombardment in Nanyang. Here I can wait, or have to wait. I have now 5,500 attack value, so I can normally push next time. And if I don't take Nomaya more or less now, then I think it's too late. I'm running out of supplies. I can take down the fort, okay. But again, I suffer here. Simply too many disabled. Nothing really gets destroyed, but my armies are now so disabled that maybe we have now trouble in the future to overcome the enemy. Okay, here in Sumatra I catch up with the base force, and the base force run away. Okay. Catching some empty base. Now the allies trying to bombard me in Ainchang. Nothing happens. And also bombardment against my troops in Hanoi. Maybe there's more Chinese troops there. I don't know, KilRoy is maybe waiting. And I won't force out these British forces. I can destroy the fort level, but nothing too successful. So land war was no real success, no disaster, but also no success. All over the map, still struggling. But my Navy bombers hit some ships. So with a little luck, I think a destroyer and light cruiser and 2 or 3 APs. Okay. That is something. Air losses, of course, related to my airstrikes, and the British flag is higher. So a lot of ops losses, also some flag losses, but the flag losses are all on the British side. Still 10 airframes destroyed or lost, and also 3 pilots. There is now missing here, I think, at least a second AP in the light cruiser. So Electra. Yeah, Electra sunk, and the other one was Express. Okay. But again, this is a good British destroyer with already strong anti-submarine equipment. Getting better and better, but it is already strong. So because we had no real battles or nothing, no battle changing here the map, so the situation in China is still the same. I'm closing in on Linshao, and my recon airplanes tell me that it's not too much waiting for me, so I maybe can go in. Maybe all of Chinese forces are busy fighting. I also don't see that the British are escaping so far, but I think they will move north. So not sure if they slip away or if I can block them. All here is slow moving. Most important, so by a fall last turn. I'm now prepared and cut off the mountain from Batavia, so I can destroy the 6 units here, maybe on the mountain, and then go for Batavia. I also are already in this hex, so here are 10 Dutch forces and 14 are here in Batavia, and these are the leftover from Surabaya. Nothing to worry normally. So I come and move in my carriers a little closer. You have here now different nations. Don't ask me, I think this is New Zealand and French and American fleet. And here was also something unloading. And yeah, so my forces are here. My Navy Guard units, I think, are broken, more or less broken, more or less broken, more or less broken. The division is still in good shape, and the regiment is so-so. But yeah, this is simply not enough to finish Nomaya now. So here's a destroyer, some other small equipment. Nothing strong is here. Some bombardment forces, but for how long? I think KilRoy is only really rearming, refueling his ship, and then he's maybe back. And now I consumed a lot of torpedoes, so I think now it's really time for me to break away. And here I still see single ships moving here around, maybe only to keep me guessing. Okay, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.